Welcome to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina.
And I'm Cathy Tijerina. And for those of you that don't know who we are, Ron and I are the co-founders of the Ridge Project and the co-creators of TYRO.
TYRO is a Latin word which means apprentice, novice, someone learning something new, a warrior.
Ooh-wee.
Woo!
And it's actually a suite of programs that we designed out of our own experience, right? Our experience of going through poverty, our experience of going through incarceration for 15 years. And out of that, we said, you know what? Not only do we want to rescue our own family, but we want to help every family coming behind us.
So what we get to do is we get to empower others to really understand that dreaming begins right where you're at. And you can begin to dream even in the penitentiary. So today we're talking about Relentless, right? That's the word for today. But dads, listen up, man. This is a powerful segment today because we want to help you realize that there's life after penitentiary, but it first begins right where you're at right now.
So if you are looking for something better, if you realize, you know what, this is not how I want to live the rest of my life, and this is not what I want for my kids, then you are in the right place. You are at the right time, and this is the right show for you.
And I want to challenge you guys out there. Listen, some of you guys have been seeing the show, TYRO TV. Some of you have been walking by. Some of you might even be cutting us down. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of haters out there.
Right.
I know when I did time out there was a lot of people telling me I would never amount to anything, that I would never be able to do this. And I get it. I totally get it, because hurting people hurt others. Wounded people wound others, but healed people heal others. Listen to me. Let me say that again. Healed people heal others. And as long as you want to become right and you want to get your right thinking in sight, because your best thinking got you where? Got you right where you're at right now. And we can empower you with the right tools to help you not only start to dream again, but to obtain those dreams.
So this program is about giving you information that's going to help you become a better father, a better husband, a better employee, right? Whatever the role is that you're playing in life, these tools and tips are going to help you become better. They're going to help you dream again, and not just dream, but know how to achieve those dreams. We've been there, we've done it, we know how to do it. Because in spite of those 15 years, our family became better, not bitter, stronger and thriving. So we know how to do it. We're going to ask you to give us 30 minutes of your time, and we're going to share with you information that we believe is going to impact your life across your lifetime.
So if you're looking for something different, if you're looking for a secret answer, if you're looking for something to help you achieve or have a breakthrough in your life today, this is the show for you. I challenge you, sit down, get out a piece of paper, and write some notes down. You will not be disappointed.
Because you need every advantage you can find. You need the edge, and we're going to give you the edge because we know what it takes. So what it takes.
And no, what's at stake? We know what's at stake.
We know what's at stake. That's right. Because today we're going to be talking about being relentless. You know what? If you haven't watched any other TYRO TV, you don't want to miss this one. Because if you really want to achieve something different, you've got to learn what it means to be relentless, why it's important, and how to do it.
So stay tuned. We will be right back.
Playing catch, basketball, laughing, and enjoying each other's company. These are all normal things on the outside, but many times are missed in a visitation setting. TYRO Dads brings the same fun experience to the inside through Family Days. As a TYRO Dad, you have the opportunity to participate in this fantastic event. Family Day is designed to allow fathers and families to engage with each other through activities designed to stimulate communication, learning, and play. Family Days will not only be a highlight for you, but for your children as well. The Ridge Project has strategically developed Family Day as an opportunity to help you connect with your child throughout your separation and help both of you develop skills to continue building your relationship when you return home.
Welcome back to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina.
And I'm Cathy Tijerina.
I'll tell you what, today's word, relentless, is a
Relentless.
powerful. And you know, and that word excites me. You know, it really empowers me personally to understand what's at stake and what it takes to be to achieve from going from point A to point B in your life when you've been just wish-washing and I've been tossed to and fro with every word, everything that comes my way and never being rooted and grounded in anything.
Yep. Or, you know, I'm sure none of you can relate to this, starting something but giving up.
Oh my goodness.
Saying, wow, you know what, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get this, and then going about a quarter of the way, maybe half the way, and then
giving up.
What happened to that project?
Or allowing people to dissuade us. Is that the word?
Oh, yeah.
Dissuade
Dissuade us.
Dissuade us. Is that the right word?
Yeah, discourage,
dissuade us from achieving what we want to do.
Yeah.
And we listen to this, but we're going to talk about what is relentless? What is it?
What is it? So if you're going to be relentless, that means that you are going to not give up.
Ooh, say that out loud. Not give up. And we can put the I am. I am not going to give up. How about that?
Ready?
I am not going to give up.
So just because you encounter hardship, just because you encounter difficulty, just because there's an obstacle in your way, just because it's harder than you thought, just because it didn't turn out the first time, you do not give up when you are relentless. You must be relentless.
And you got to say that. And you got to look in that mirror, go into the washroom, go over there where they have all your sinks, right, guys? And they got those little fake mirrors and it's hard to see, but you can see just enough of yourself that you can tell yourself, I am relentless. And this is something you got to do each and every day, because the barriers you're going to face are going to tell you you can't do it.
That's right.
One of the things that we want to explain to you what relentless is, and this is a hard one to hear, because relentless is a deep dude, man. He doesn't walk with chumps. So when you're relentless, this is an unforgiving attribute. This is something that's innate within you, where it's unforgiving. That means I'm
going to use a different word. Unapologetic.
Ooh,
right? So
I like
unforgiving, which means that, if I'm relentless, it doesn't matter what happens, I'm not going to stop. If I am
apologetic,
that means I'm not going to apologize, that I'm not letting anything come between me and my
goals.
Woo! That's true.
And when you understand what it means to be relentless, we're not talking about where you knock people over, where you disrespect people because you're so set. We're not talking about that. That's called a bully.
Right.
That's being a bully.
That's right.
Right. When you're relentless, you still have you're centered and you're still focused with the things that are happening around you, but you're not letting the things around you distract you anymore from your goals.
Or define who you are. You're defining who you are because you are relentless in your pursuit of your dreams, of your goals, of defining who you are.
So let me tell you another one.
Yes.
Unwavering.
Ooh, yes,
Relentless.
unwavering.
So in other words, I said earlier about being tossed to and fro. What that means is that one day I'm hot, one day I'm cold, one day I like blue, one day I like black. All these different colors or all these different ideas, and you can never count on me because I'm like a flip-flopper. You know what I'm talking about, right?
It depends on who's talking to me. It depends on their opinion, and then that defines my opinion. It defines what I'm going to do that day. No, if you are relentless, you set forth your goal, and you are unwavering in your pursuit of your goals and dreams. So we've talked about being
unapologetic.
We've talked about
wavering.
That's right. We talked about unforgiving.
And here's the other one, non-negotiable.
Oh, yes.
What is it? It's non-negotiable.
Yes.
Right? I know we're talking a lot, and Relentless is a powerful dude, but he's got so much TNT inside him.
Yes.
Right? That when you really start to explode in being relentless.
Yes, when you ignite relentlessness inside of you.
Your family will thrive. Your family, you as a father inside that penitentiary will begin to understand it's non-negotiable. When somebody comes to offer you some hooch, it's non-negotiable. No, man, I'm relentless. I'm fighting, I'm obtaining my integrity. And I'm gonna be relentless in my pursuit of being a man of good character.
Yes, we are relentless in developing programs. We are relentless in trying to find better ways to help serve you better and meet all of the needs that we can possibly meet of yours. We are relentless in helping policies change so that they are actually helping families reintegrate, right? And restoration. We are relentless in that. But you know what? If you're not relentless in the pursuit of your own future, all the work that we do will never, ever, ever, ever create a better future for you.
If you're not relentless in pursuing and obtaining your freedom, you got to be relentless. So when you get out, and even from in there, you have to practice these principles from when you're in there. Because what does it mean to be relentless? That means it's to have a clarity of vision. That means it's to have a clear sense of your direction and where you're going. When you talk about your true north, when you talk about where your target, you got to be maniacally focused and be relentless in obtaining that goal. And right now,
and here's another word, tireless, right? So just because you're tired doesn't mean you give up, right? So we often tell our kids, we tell everybody we come in contact with, you don't quit when you're tired, you quit when you're done. And relentlessness will help you push through when you're tired.
You know, and pushing through is a deep thing because, you know, in the penitentiary lifestyle, when you begin to become complacent and begin to really lay back and you know what, and say, you know what, I'm not going to even do anything anymore. I don't even want to get up in the morning and work. You know, you got to be relentless so you don't allow this dude named depression to stop you from growing, from even all the other haters around you. You cannot let other people stop you from growing. You have to be relentless in your pursuit of your desires, of your dreams, because one of the things that we need to do is take advantage of the situation that we're in.
So we got to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to talk more about why is relentlessness so important for you to reach your goals and dreams.
So stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
TYRO Dads will help you to see who you really are on the inside by coming to terms with your past, present, and future. You'll begin to move forward by using your time on the inside to transform yourself. We know you're not the only one serving time. Your family is too. Overcoming the issues that existed prior to and during incarceration are often more than what many families can survive. TYRO Dads has a unique method of reaching and healing families based on Ron and Cathy Tijerina's own personal experiences. TYRO Dads works exclusively with incarcerated fathers who have minor children. The program lasts for 10 weeks and focuses on intensive character development. You'll be taught to take responsibility for your actions, to own it. You'll be prepared to overcome the obstacles of incarceration and transition back into your home and community, both successfully and permanently. Upon successful completion of this program, you will earn the title of TYRO, which means a warrior, someone learning something new. You will be one of the honored, a man worth following. If you think you have what it takes to be a TYRO, or you want to know more, contact your local project facilitator or your institution staff.
Welcome back to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina.
And I'm Ron Tijerina's wife.
And that's true.
I'm Cathy Tijerina.
Today we're talking about relentless.
Ooh-wee.
Being relentless in your pursuit of integrity. Relentless in being in pursuit of honor. Relentless in your pursuit of being a man of your word. Relentless as being the best father you can be, being the best husband you can be, being the best employer, being the best
relentless
employee.
in establishing the most healthy you can establish. Because if you're not relentlessly pursuing health, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, then things are going to take you out and you're not going to be equipped to be able to reach your dreams.
You know, I see guys, you know, I get to go back into penitentiaries still, and I go back and do quite a few.
Yeah, but the most exciting thing is you get to come back out.
Oh,
the
yes.
same day.
Hey, absolutely.
That's what I like.
Absolutely. So, but when I go back in there, you know, I still see a lot of guys working out, doing their pull-ups, dips, and push-ups, and it's really, it's awesome to see men physically working out. But I wonder if they're putting that type of energy and focus in their mental faculties or their emotional intelligence, right? Yeah. And hoping that you know what, as much energy as you're putting into this physical workout, are you putting that in taking care of becoming a character, becoming not a character, but being a man of a good character, right? To where your character, as being a man of honor, is outpacing your physique.
Ooh, that's right. Because relentlessness is what is actually going to both get you there and keep you there. Because if you're not practicing relentlessness, you are going to be taken off course at the first sign of any obstacle. We know so many people that have the best intentions, and they say, you know what, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. And then as soon as somebody starts criticizing them, as soon as they go home and somebody says, man, you know what, come on, you know what, I know who you are, man. Let's go party. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. They get draped off in that because they were not relentless in deciding, you know what, nothing is going to take me off course.
Or when something happens to where you get denied. Say you're trying to get an apartment and you got a felony and they say, no, we're not going to let you live here. And maybe you get a lot of rejections. So rejection in its own self has a power that you cannot let overcome you. Because you're relentless. Rejection will have no power over you because you already expect people are going to say no to you because you got a felon. And you've already dealt with that. But you're relentless in your pursuit of not taking it personal.
So why is it important to be relentless? Because this world is stacked against you. I don't care what anybody else is telling you. I don't care what you're telling yourself. Put that aside and just accept the fact that the world is stacked against you. You have a felony, Dad. And that means as you come home, it is not going to be easy. It will not be easy. Say that with me. It will not be easy. Man. No matter what programming you've taken, no matter how prepared you are, it is not going to be easy. So if you are not relentless, they're going to take you out.
And you know what? We don't want it to be easy.
No.
Because when you're a tyro and you understand that you're a man of honor, man of good character, you're a warrior. So you're being prepared for battle, man. And if you don't understand that, that means you got to battle every day. You are relentless putting on the whole armor. You're relentless in training. You're relentless in making sure that you're not going to take things personal. You are working out your mental battle right now. You're telling yourself, no matter what comes at you, you are ready and you're going to overcome it because you know the relentless that's within you, and you're going to be relentless to make sure that that greatness that's inside you, Dad. And now this is why it's important, because your children are watching you. And they are learning from you. If you give up, if you throw in the towel, if you take it personal, you do something, you damage people's property, you go out and you know what, they didn't want me, so I'm gonna go out and get drunk and I'm gonna get a DUI. You do that, your kids are watching you.
Guess what? If you do that, you are hindering your children's success. You are putting a ceiling, a cap on what they are gonna be able to achieve, because they're saying, they're looking, wow, you know what? Life should be easy. If they see you give up at the first sign of resistance, they get the message that if it's not easy, then it's not worth having. If it doesn't come easy, I should give up. There's a better way, there's an easier way. But when they see you fight through and they see that you are relentless in doing the right thing, that you are relentless, that you cannot be taken off your square, they build resiliency inside of them so that they will be able to push through and they will be able to reach their dreams too.
You know, I remember when I was incarcerated, men were always telling me how hard it was to get off parole, right? And to with the parole officer. I remember hearing it all the time. But I became relentless in my pursuit of getting off parole. I became relentless in doing the right thing every day, right? And then some. Even though the parole officer said, I need to see you once a month, I was there once a week calling him on the phone. I became relentless in my pursuit of being taken at my word, of earning my freedom, even trying to get my freedom early. Whatever it's gonna take, I became relentless. And that's where you gotta understand, Dad. You gotta understand, people are watching you. Not everybody's out to get you. You got some cheerleaders too in the background. You got some people rooting for you, and they're there to help and support you like we are here on TYRO TV. We believe in you. When we say we are rooting for you, we mean that. But you gotta be relentless.
So when we come back, we have to take a short break, but when we come back, we're gonna talk about how to become relentless, even in the face of disappointment and discouragement. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Dear son, it's been hard these last few years, watching you grow up without me in the picture. Never taking the time to find out how you were or what was going on in your life. You're just a boy, I thought. You don't need me. I didn't need my dad. He was never around, I told myself. But I was wrong, son. I'm supposed to be a grown man. I was selfish. I was stupid. I was thinking of me, not you. If I could go back, son, and change things, I would. It's taken me all this time being selfish to finally grow up and realize I need to be a responsible man. That's what I finally learned, not from prison, but the TYRO program. It's all about becoming a better, stronger man. Wish I would have gotten it sooner. Everything looks different to me now. I'm a changed person. I know I need to be there for you now. It's not about me anymore. It's not about being cool. It's not about who I run with. It's about Mom. It's about you. It's about being a better man, learning something new in my life. It's about being a TYRO, a man worth following. I'm your dad. You're my son, and I love you. I am a TYRO. I'm a TYRO. Dad.
If you think you have what it takes to be a TYRO or just want to know more, contact your local Ridge Project facilitator or your caseworker.
Welcome back to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina.
And I'm Cathy Tijerina.
And today we're talking about relentless. What does it mean to be relentless in your pursuit of your dreams and ambitions and goals, right?
Oh my goodness. And it means unwavering, unforgiving. That means what unforgiving means that, you know what, if then if something hits me, an obstacle hits me, it's gonna fall apart. I'm not gonna fall apart. That's what I'm talking about when I say unforgiving.
You know, when I hear unforgiving, I remember there was a time when I quit smoking cigarettes and somebody would offer me a cigarette, right? And I would tell them, oh, I'm sorry, I quit smoking. Or when
unapologetic.
And when they said, hey, you want a drink? I said, no, I'm sorry, I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
Why would I say I'm sorry?
Why are we apologizing?
Right. Say, no way, man. Say, you know what, man? I'm glad I don't want to drink. I'm glad I don't smoke cigarettes. See ya.
That's right. No, thank you. Not I'm
No,
sorry.
thank you.
Just no, thank you. Unapologetically pursuing your dreams. You don't have to apologize for doing the right thing. You don't have to apologize for wanting something better. See, the problem is that when we are used to hanging with people that all do these negative things and that all of us are lames together, right? When we begin to do something different, it challenges the people around us and they start feeling frustrated because then now they're thinking, wow, well, what's wrong with what we're doing? If he or she thinks it's better and they're doing better, now I'm challenged to look at myself. So instead of taking a moment to do a self-examination, instead I'm going to attack you. Oh, who do you think you are, right? All of a sudden you want to do the right thing. But when we're relentless, we don't let that stop us.
So one of the hows on how to be relentless is you got to be consistent. You got to practice makes what, Tyros? Practice makes permanent. So being relentless means you got to practice a whole new type of thinking, a whole new type of talking, and a whole new type of walking.
That's right.
Right?
Consistency
Will produce relentlessly the pursuit of your goals, your ambitions, and your desires. When you are relentless, you got to practice this when? Every day, from the moment you wake up, you got to be relentless because the obstacles that are going to face you each and every day are going to try to take you out, right?
And the second thing we talk about, so first one is consistency. The second one is investment. Because you see out here, we see lots and lots of people that are so concerned with how they're investing or spending their money, but they're not thinking that way about how they're investing and spending their time. The most important investment that you need to be very, very diligent and very, very particular about how you spend is your time and energy. Because if you're investing your time and energy in things, activities, or people that are actually dragging you down or distracting you from reaching your goals, then that return on investment is going to be what?
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo, that's right. So investment, so you're thinking first consistently, and secondly, we're thinking investment. Invest your time and energy in the things that are going to help you achieve your goals.
And the third one is find a mentor. Find somebody in there. I know when I was incarcerated and I began this thing called the BIT, right? Basic individual training. I was able to find men who were doing time, who had already got a lot of time under the belt, and they began to mentor me how to do this, how to really thrive in this type of environment. And so I began to glean and learn and listen, right? So the key thing about being relentless and finding a mentor is you got to be teachable.
And
Right.
and another thing is that we've heard people say, oh man, you know, I'm in prison. How am I going to find a mentor? Look around you. Just because somebody's in prison does not mean that they cannot be a great mentor. There are a lot of good men that are in prison. Look around for a TYRO. Find a TYRO that's actually living up to these principles, and they will help you overcome your obstacles and develop relentlessness inside of you.
We meet men every day in the penitentiary who are powerful, who are goal setters, who know how to get things done, and who are not letting their circumstances dictate to them what they can't do.
Ooh, that's right. They've completely transformed their thinking, transformed their lives. They just happen to be still serving out their time. Find them.
And they're so they might still be in the penitentiary, and there might be a cap on some certain things that they can do, but there's not a cap of what they can dream about. There's not a cap of what they can achieve in here in their mental faculties, right? Because if you can dream it, then you can begin to process the ideas and put it on paper and document it. Start taking what's in here out here, but you got to be relentless in everything you do. And maybe you got a lot of time to do. Maybe you can empower somebody else to say, let me help you achieve your dreams and goals. Building your legacy in somebody else is also what it means to be relentless. Yep. Helping somebody else achieve their greatest potential can be your greatest legacy.
Ooh-wee, that is the truth. Relentlessly pursue your dreams. Do not let any obstacle become before you. So when you see an obstacle and you feel like, wait a minute, is this really achievable? You need to go back and say, okay, if I consistently do this, can I achieve that? You need to have a mentor as a sounding board. And you need to say, okay, if I'm starting to doubt what I'm able to achieve, who am I hanging out with? What am I investing my time and energy in? So if you don't have time, it's not really that you don't have time. It's that thing that it is not a priority to you. Because if it's a priority, you have time for it.
That's right. So listen, we got to take a short break, and we're going to wrap all this up when we come back. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this.
We'll be right back.
TYRO Dads will help you to see who you really are on the inside by coming to terms with your past, present, and future. You'll begin to move forward by using your time on the inside to transform yourself. We know you're not the only one serving time. Your family is too. Overcoming the issues that existed prior to and during incarceration are often more than what many families can survive. TYRO Dads has a unique method of reaching and healing families based on Ron and Cathy Tijerina's own personal experiences. TYRO Dads works exclusively with incarcerated fathers who have minor children. The program lasts for 10 weeks and focuses on intensive character development. You'll be taught to take responsibility for your actions, to own it. You'll be prepared to overcome the obstacles of incarceration and transition back into your home and community, both successfully and permanently. Upon successful completion of this program, you will earn the title of TYRO, which means a warrior, someone learning something new. You will be one of the honored, a man worth following. If you think you have what it takes to be a TYRO, or you want to know more, contact your local project facilitator or your institution staff.
Welcome back to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina.
And I'm Cathy Tijerina.
And today we've been talking about Relentless.
Ooh-wee.
And what does it mean to you and how can it help you achieve your goals and dreams and desires?
You see, if we had not developed relentlessness inside of ourselves, we never would have made it through those 15 years. But on the outside, I was relentless in my pursuit of building a strong family, of keeping my family connected, of visiting Ron, and making sure that no matter what obstacle was before me, I found a way to get through, over, around, or break it down to get to the other side so that nothing could keep me from my goal.
And on the inside, I became relentless in pursuing what it means to be a man of my word, what it means to be a man of good character, somebody worth following, and then also what does it mean to be a great husband? What does it mean to be a great father, even from behind bars? You know, we're fathering from a long distance, but you can still be relentless in pursuing your children's goals, ambitions, and desires. I became relentless in helping them find their path of success, finding my wife's path of success, helping her achieve her goals. I became relentless in that pursuit, right? That's what you gotta do.
And guess what? If we can do it, you can do it. All you have to do is determine and decide what it is you really want. Do you want something better for your kids? And I hope you do. Write down that. If you want something better for yourself, if you have a career in mind, if you have a job in mind, if you have a specific place or a way of living in mind, write it down. And then be consistent in practicing those things. Then make sure that you're investing your time wisely. Don't just invest in it. Don't let people steal your time away. Don't waste your time. Invest it. And then the third thing is to make sure that you
got mentors.
Yes,
You got people in your life that are helping, that are pouring back into you as you pursue relentless, whatever that is in your life that you're pursuing. Some of you right now might be pursuing just to stay out of the hole, just to be taken at your word. You got to be persistent and consistent. Persistent and consistent, where you can establish becoming a man of your word. Because maybe in your past you was always manipulating, always conniving, and doing other things in the negatives in a way. But now you want to change your perspective and your character. So you have to be consistent, so that when they see you, they see a man of honor, they see a man of good character, they see a man worth following, they see a TYRO man.
So you've given up way too much in the past and you've lost way too much. So now it's time to ignite inside of you a relentlessness to pursue your dreams. You still have opportunity, you still have a chance, and guess what? Yes, you are still deserving of living up to your highest potential.
And don't let nobody tell you you can't. Don't let nobody say to you you're not worthy. Don't let nobody say to you, who do you think you are? That's gonna happen. You know what? And you gotta put on those mental blockers, and you gotta stay maniacally focused, because what's at stake, dads, is your family and the legacy you're creating inside your children and your children's children and so forth. This is what's at stake, but you gotta be relentless in pursuing becoming a man of your word. Listen, we just wanna thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey, part of your day, wherever you're at.
We hope that you learned something today that will help you become a better dad, help you achieve your highest potential and your greatest dreams.
So always remember that Cathy and I,
That
we are rooting for you.